Issaquah is in their all-black uniforms tonight as Inglemoor comes in with white tops and yellow pants. Inglemoor has won the toss and elected to receive as Issaquah is all set to kick off. Here's the kick deep, high kick into the end zone. That's not going to be returned by number 6, Isaiah Lewis. Inglemoor comes out with a two-back set, 2 wide receivers to his right. Peacock hands off to his running back, and the ball is fumbled, and it looks like Issaquah has the ball. No, it's still Inglemoor ball. It'll be second down and about. Peacock comes out with 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Snap is fumbled. Peacock just tries to do what he can with it. Scrambles for a pretty good gain on the play. Looks like 4. 2 fullbacks, hands to the running back who can't find space but finds a little space. Gets out past the 30-yard line for a first down. He can hurt you in the return game as well. Be 1st and 10 for the Inglemoor Vikings at their own 30-yard line. Pass out left by Peacock. Nice catch by Tom Savage. 40 pounds, and he can hurt you down the seams. Here's Peacock with 2 fake handoff to his fullback. Then his running back finds no room out to the right. 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Big 3rd down early in the game for Inglemoor. Peacock hands off to Isaiah Lewis. Finds space around the edge. But a great job of Allmeyer in for the Inglemoor Vikings at quarterback. Man comes in motion to his right. Looks like the Eagles might have jumped off sides on that 1st and 10 at his own 41-yard line. Tom Savage lined up to the right. But Peacock's look left to Jackson Gardner on a little tight end screen. Gets a good gain on the play. About 8 or 9. Peacock here, 2nd and 3. Hands off to Isaiah Lewis. Finds some space around the left side. Gets out to the Issaquah 39 here at Issaquah's 38-yard line. Peacock takes a snap, rolls out right. Finds number 28 on the play who breaks a tackle. Gets all the way out to the Issaquah. 4th down in Inglemoor's territory. They jumped off sides, prolonging this Inglemoor Vikings drive. Peacock looks deep left, and a catch by Tom Savage, number 5. Peacock and Savage went up and grabbed it over the Issaquah defender. Trey Gevers on for the extra point, and it is good. Inglemoor leads here early on Issaquah on 4th down, which prolonged the Vikings drive. Number 85, Trey Gevers kicks off a little pooch kick. Looks like it's going out. Oh, but it's picked up for about a 1-yard return. A senior running back. Humphrey has a running back to his left, hands it off. Giannopoulos fighting hard for yards and gets about a 5-6 yard gain on the play. Has 2 wide receivers out to his left, 1 coming in motion to his right. Hands off to Mikey Giannopoulos, running hard all the way out across his own 37-yard line, and still going. Brought down by Hurd, already with a couple strong runs tonight. Humphrey with 3 wide receivers to his right, looks to his right, steps in the pocket and fires a hard hit by Loose to his left. 2 wide receivers to his left as well. Hands off to Giannopoulos, who finds a little running room up the middle for a gain of about 2 or so on the play, which will bring Giannopoulos to his right. Humphreys rolls out right, looking right, throws a post out route to number 2, Luke Watanabe. Short 3-and-out series for the Eagles offense in this one. Got 1 first down from Giannopoulos, but couldn't find it all the way to the left. Peacock takes the fumbled snap, hands off to number 20, Chase Mersberg, who finds no space on the play and is dropped for about a 3-4 yard loss. 3rd and 11 here for the Vikings offense. Little screen pass to Isaiah Lewis, who finds no room on the play, and that's a big 3rd down stop for this Eagles defense. Looks like the Vikings will send out their punching unit on the team. Number 17 back to receive for the Issaquah Eagles, Keegan O'Keefe, a senior, 6'5", 185-pounder. O'Keefe was a key target last year for Jack Neary in the Eagles offense and looks to make a bigger impact this year. O'Keefe looks at the punt, but then just watches it go out at about the 30-yard line. There is a flag all the way back at the Inglemoor 30-yard line, though. We'll see what this call is from the referees. Looks like about a 5-yard penalty on the play. Inglemoor's punting unit needs to scoot up a little as they will punt from their own 26-yard line. O'Keefe standing at his own 45, now backing up a couple steps all the way back to his 40-yard line. Ball is snapped, a low snap. The punter picks it up and gets off a nice spiral kick. O'Keefe takes it at his own 47, finds a little room, but then is planted on the ground by number 6, Isaiah Lewis. Turns out to be a 28-yard punt on the play by number 10, Gunnar Allmeyer, with a return of about 2 or 3 yards. His left as well. Humphrey takes the snap, hands off to Giannopoulos, who finds some space around the left side, but then is swallowed up by the Inglemoor defense led by Jackson Gardner, number 47 on the play. It will be about a 2nd and 10 for the Eagles offense on their own 45-yard line. Humphrey surveys the defense, takes the snap, is looking left. He's got Giannopoulos off to his left, but is sacked and brought down, led by Jackson Gardner again, number 47 of the Inglemoor Vikings defense, for about a 4 to 5 yard loss on the play. Humphrey was looking to his left, couldn't find anyone. Then the pocket collapsed on him, goes down, which brings up about a 3rd and 15 for this Eagles offense. Humphrey takes the snap, looking down the middle on a screen pass where Giannopoulos finds some space up the middle, stays on his feet, pushed all the way out to the 50-yard line. Won't be enough for a first down, but brings up a 4th and manageable for this Eagles offense. Man, Giannopoulos is a very strong runner for this Eagles offense. Reminds me a little bit of Jack Gilatley from last year. Although it's about a 4th and medium, Buddy Bland elects to bring out his punt team on this one. Looks like Tom Savage back deep for the Vikings on his 15-yard line. Here comes the punt. The lefty boots it all the way to the Inglemoor 11. That's exactly where Tom Savage will call for a fair catch, as A.J. Peacock leads out this so far so potent Inglemoor offense, surprising me so far. Peacock takes the snap, hands off to his running back, number 41, Jalen Woodley, a sophomore. Gets no gain on the play out to his left side. It'll bring out about a 2nd and 10 for this Vikings offense. Good job by Issaquah's defensive line, swarming to the tackler, the right side there. Peacock surveys his option, has backs to his right and left. The low snap again. Peacock can't do anything with it besides fall on it, which will result in a loss of 3 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 13 on their own 9-yard line. Some tough snaps from the center so far of this Vikings offense. That will do it for the first quarter here, as Inglemoor leads 7-0 here at Gary Moore Stadium. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV Channel 21. Welcome back to Issaquah High School as Inglemoor has a 3rd and 12 on their own 9-yard line. As they lead here at the start of the second quarter, 7-0. H.A. Peacock has it back to his right, rolls out to the right, looking deep for Tom Savage, but the throw is low and down to Savage's right and hits the ground on the play. Looks like an intentional grounding call by the refs on that one. Not sure what that's all about, as Peacock intended that pass for Tom Savage. We'll see what the refs have to say about this one. Nonetheless, it would be a stop by this Eagles defense, who's looking to get off the field early in this one. Actually looks like roughing the passer on the Eagles defense. Tough break on this call, as that prolongs the Vikings drive once again. So that's 2 key mistakes by this Eagles defense early in this one, jumping off sides to prolong the Vikings opening drive, and now roughing the passer to prolong this one. Be 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 25. Peacock hands off to number 41, Jalen Woodley, who gets a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play, bringing up a 2nd and 6 or 7. Clock just hitting 11 minutes and 30 seconds here in the second quarter, as Peacock gets the play call in from the sideline. He comes out with Woodley to his right, and wide receivers flanking him on both sides. He hands off to Woodley, who finds no space on the play, swarmed up by the Issaquah defense there. Looks like Mikey Giannopoulos on the tackle there, number 22 for the Eagles defense. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for this Vikings offense on their own 30-yard line. Looking to convert here and prolong his drive. Great shot there on the camera of Issaquah High School. Beautiful campus. Almost reminds me of a college campus. Peacock gives off to Jalen Woodley, who finds some space around the left-hand side. Gets all the way out across the 35-yard line for a 1st down on the run. This Inglemoor offense is moving the ball pretty well here in the first half. The Eagles just can't seem to get off the field on 3rd downs. Good job by Woodley there to be patient on that one. He's only a sophomore, standing at 6'3", 190 pounds. Looks like he's got lots of potential. DJ Battley walks on the field and calls a timeout for his Vikings offense, as his team leads 7-0 here early in this one, with 10 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Inglemoor leads Issaquah 7-0. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV, channel 21. Welcome back to Gary Moore Stadium, as Issaquah is going up against Inglemoor here. Vikings with the 1st and 10. Gets a run of about 2 yards out to their own 39-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like it might be a late hit or unnecessary roughness on this Eagles defense. Chase Hawkins, number 10, might have been the offender there. They'll call it on Inglemoor though, as on a face mask, hands to the face penalty on the Vikings offense. Hawkins was getting into it with the Vikings offensive player there, but the call goes against the Vikings and backs up this offense 15 yards, and it looks like it'll be a 1st and 25 on their own 22-yard line. So AJ Peacock and his offense have some work to do here. They want to continue this drive. Issaquah has done a good job of stopping this Vikings offense so far on 1st and 2nd down, but haven't seemed like they've been able to get off the field on 3rd down. Great stop there, led by number 10 on the play, Chase Hawkins. Looks like Inglemoor will lose a yard on the play, and it'll bring up about a 2nd and 26 at Inglemoor's 21-yard line. The Issaquah linebacking core looks like a strong one, as number 10 senior captain Chase Hawkins and Mikey Giannopoulos rotates in there as well. Another low snap to Peacock, but the play is blown dead before Peacock can get the pass off. We'll see what the refs have to say here. Seems like it would be an illegal formation call or a false start. And it is, in fact, a false start on the Inglemoor offense, backing them up even more on this drive, as it'll be about a 2nd and 31 at their own 16-yard line. So Inglemoor offense doing themselves no favors on this drive. Issaquah looks to gain some momentum from this one, as they should be able to stop this offense from gaining a 1st down, get the ball back, and see what Cam Humphrey and the offense can do. But Peacock hands off to number 6, Isaiah Lewis, who finds the space all the way out to the 26-yard line. A nice gain on the play of about 10 yards, which will bring up about a 3rd and 22, 21 on this drive for the Vikings offense. I'm telling you, man, Isaiah Lewis showing some speed out here, finding those holes, sneaking his way around the Issaquah defenders. Has shown some nice getaway ability tonight. Vikings have about a 3rd and 22 here. Peacock looks to his right, picked off by number 23. Connor Pedersen on the pick brings it down to Inglemoor's 14-yard line. There's the key 3rd down stop this Eagles defense was looking for. Looked like Peacock and his wide receiver had some miscommunication there, as Peterson was waiting for that pass at his own 22-yard line, gets a return all the way down to the 14. Add on a penalty by the Vikings offense on that one. It'll give the Eagles even better field position. Looks like a personal foul hit to the head on the Vikings offense. The refs will spot the ball at the Inglemoor 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal there for Cam Humphrey in the offense. Great play to get off the field there on 3rd down. Peterson is 5'10", junior, just waiting for the pass right there. Jack Thomas Heinrichs comes out at QB for the Eagles. You'll see him rotate in tonight as well. Brings a man in motion to his right. Takes the snap, hands off to Mikey Giannopoulos, who finds no room on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the Vikings 7-yard line. Giannopoulos wasn't able to find any room on that one. Heinrich still in there, giving his line the protection scheme. Looking right, passes right, but the pass is over the head of Luke Watanabe. Looked like Watanabe was running a little 5 and out there in the end zone. He looked open, but Heinrichs couldn't find him in the end zone. That'll bring up a 3rd and goal, a crucial 3rd and goal here early in the game for this Eagles offense. Giannopoulos is back in there to Heinrich's left. Heinrichs has 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Takes the snap, looking right to Watanabe, but an Inglemoor defender gets there. Number 28, Jake Watkins on the sack. Came right off the edge there to get Heinrichs and stops this Issaquah Eagles offense on 3rd and goal. The Eagles will have to settle for a field goal here as number 6, Ashton Sorrento, comes on to kick this one. Looks like about a 35-yard kick here. Here's the snap. Good hold, the kick, plenty of distance, and it's good. So the Issaquah offense gets some points on the board here as they trail the Inglemoor Vikings by a score of 7-3 with 6 minutes and 21 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV, channel 21. Welcome back to Gary Moore Stadium here at Issaquah High School as the Eagles get on the board here midway through the 2nd quarter. Led by an interception by their defense. Gave them great starting field position, but the offense couldn't do anything with the field position. They'll settle for a field goal here as they trail 3-7. Eagles kick off to Inglemoor's end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the Inglemoor offense will start at their own 20-yard line here. 1st and 10 for Jack Savage in the Vikings offense. We saw a little different look from Issaquah there, bringing in Jack Thomas Heinrichs near the goal line instead of electing for Cam Humphrey. Here's Peacock handing off to number 6, Isaiah Lewis, who finds about a yard of running room on the right side. Not much there on the play. It'll be about a 2nd and 9 for this Vikings offense. Second and 9 here for Savage. 2 fullbacks in there. Lewis behind him. Peacock rolling to his right, finds a little running room, gains about a yard on the play, but there is a flag down in the backfield, and it will be holding against Inglemoor. That'll back up this Vikings offense 10 yards. Looks like holding on number 77, Carson DeWitt there. One of the Vikings' best offensive linemen. Senior leader standing at 6'3", and 285 pounds. So what would have been a 3rd and about 6 turns into a 2nd and about 18 on this one for this Vikings offense. Gives this Issaquah defense another chance to get off the field here early in the Vikings drive. Peacock has 2 backs split out to his left and right. A late arriving receiver, Ryan Larson, on the play. Peacock takes the snap, hands off. Looks like Isaiah Lewis on the carry all the way out to the Inglemoor 17-yard line. Lewis finding plenty of space tonight. Nice carry there to give the Vikings a shot on third down. Let's see if the Eagles defense can get off the field here as Vikings have a third and long, 3rd and 13 to be exact. Looks like the Eagles got a nickel set in there, 2 linebackers, 3 defensive backs. Peacocks has 2 backs splitting him. Hands off to Isaiah Lewis, finds a little room out to the 25-yard line. But that's a good stop there by the Eagles defense, and it'll force a 4th and about 6, as well as a punt for these Vikings offense. Keegan O'Keefe again back to receive this punt for the Eagles return team. Number 10, Gunnar Allmeyer on the punt for the Inglemoor Vikings. Here comes the punt. High spiraling kick, covered well by the Vikings special teams. But Issaquah will get good field position as they'll start their drive here with the 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Here comes the Issaquah offense with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Luke Watanabe lined up to the right of Humphrey. Humphrey takes the snap, hands off to Giannopoulos, who finds a little room. Not much on the play. Excuse me, that was number 33, Bryce. He was a sophomore. Loses about 2 on the play, which brings up a 2nd and 12 for this Eagles offense. Watanabe out to the right for Humphrey. But Humphrey looks left. Finds a receiver open. Good pass, but dropped right there on the play. Number 6, Ashton Sorrento with the drop. Looks like on a little 5-yard curl. Had the pass in an easy 5-yard game, but just couldn't hold on to it there. Vikings defense was pressuring close behind. Vikings show a 3-4 front. 2 linebackers coming off the edge here with 1 safety deep. Humphrey sets his protection. Calls out the blitzers. Finally takes the snap. Looks right, deep, but overshoots Luke Watanabe. Would have been a 1st down if he could have found Watanabe there. Ashton Sorrento, number 6, was also in the area. Looks like he might have ran the wrong route there. It'll be a 3 and out for this Issaquah offense as they had good field position to start this one, but just couldn't convert. Chase Hawkins on to punt for the Eagles. Number 6, Isaiah Lewis, standing back at his own 20 for the Vikings. Here's the punt, end over end. Lewis calls for a fair catch at his own 25, and that's right where the Inglemoor offense will start this drive. So they'll start with the 1st and 10. Welcome back to Issaquah High School here as Inglemoor starts their drive here at their own 25-yard line. Woodley finds some room out the left side, but great pursuit there by Ashton Sorrento, number 6, as well as number 55, Andrew Deacon on the play. Play results in a gain of 1 for the Inglemoor offense as it brings up a 2nd and 9. A.J. Peacock gets the play in from his head coach, D.J. Baddeley. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Savage is in the slot. Hands off to Woodley low, finds some space out the right side. Looking for more, gets all the way out past the 35-yard line, still fighting, but then is brought down, but not before he gains a 1st down on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings offense here, their own 38-yard line. Number 51, Gunnar Conley, coming off the field for the Issaquah defense. Looked like he was limping a little bit. That's a senior captain right there. That'll be something to watch later in the game. See if he comes back on. Here comes Peacock with two backs to his right and left. Gets the ball, hands off to Isaiah Lewis, avoids one defender, fights all the way down to his own 41-yard line. It'll be about a 2nd and 9 for this Vikings offense. Lewis very good at avoiding the first defender. First tackler just can't bring him down. Be about a 2nd and 7 here for the Vikings. Inglemoor likes to come out with this two-back set. Here's Lewis again on the play. Fights and runs well for a skinny guy like him, a strong runner. Gets all the way out past the 46-yard line. Timeout by Issaquah here with 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining in the half. It'll be a 3rd and short for this Vikings offense when we return. With 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining in the first half, Inglemoor leads Issaquah 7-3. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV, channel 21. Peacock under center here. Two backs behind him and one tailback deep. Fakes the handoff, looking deep. Sees Jackson Gardner with a great catch. Wow, Gardner got up there showing his basketball skills. The tight end with a clutch 3rd down catch right there for a gain of about 20 yards on the play. Peacock gave Gardner a chance on that one, and Gardner went up and got it. Great catch by the senior tight end there. Is able to rise up over the Issaquah defense as he stands at 6 feet 5 inches tall. Peacock hands off to Woodley, who finds some space around the left side. Great pursuit by this Issaquah defense, though, as Chase Hawkins wraps him up for no gain on the play. They'll bring up about a 2nd and 10 with 50 seconds and ticking remaining in the half. Inglemoor offense is going to have to hurry up here a little bit if they want to score on this their last possession of the half. 35 seconds remaining in the half as Peacock surveys his options. Calls out the set. Takes the ball, looking right, deep on the play. Finds nobody, scrambles all the way out for a 1st down, all the way out to the 24-yard line. It's a nice scramble by A.J. Peacock right there. Gets his team in a field goal territory. Good decision not to throw that one as he just picks up the 1st down by himself. Gets out of bounds and stops the clock with 18 seconds remaining in the half. Looks like the Vikings will keep their offense on the field here. So they have a 1st and 10 at Issaquah's 24-yard line. Might have time for 1 or 2 plays before they might need to think about kicking a field goal. Gardner out, coming out left. That's a key receiver to watch. But DJ Badley calls a timeout. With 19 seconds remaining in the half, Inglemoor leads this one 7-3. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV, channel 21. We're back here at Gary Moore Stadium as Issaquah has a 1st and 10. Inglemoor has a 1st and 10 at Issaquah's 24-yard line. H.A. Peacock takes the snap back there. Looking deep to the end zone, throws it up. Ball is intercepted. Incomplete pass. Ruled incomplete by the back judge. Looked like an interception from here. Nonetheless, great play on the ball. by the Issaquah defensive back. There is a flag on the play, however. Refs huddling at about the 33-yard line to discuss this one. 10 seconds remain in the half. But this call is crucial because it could knock the Vikings out of field goal range. Looks like a legal man downfield for the Vikings, and it will back up this Vikings offense. We saw a couple crucial mistakes from the Issaquah defense early in the game. This is a crucial mistake from the Inglemoor offense late in the first half. Backs the Vikings up 5 yards as they'll have a 1st and 15 on Issaquah's 29-yard line. Presumably knocks them out of field goal range with 10 seconds left. Looks like Inglemoor offense might just have to throw one up for Jackson Gardner here. They lead 7-3. Peacock in with the play call. Lined up against 6'5" Keegan O'Keefe. That's a good matchup off to the right. Peacock in the shotgun. Looks left. Rolls left. Now rolls right. Can't find a receiver. Throws it up. Ball is incomplete. And that will end the first half here. Inglemoor leads Issaquah here 7-3. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV, channel 21. Welcome back to Gary Moore Stadium at Issaquah High School as the second half is about to kick off here. The Inglemoor Vikings lead your Issaquah Eagles 7-3 here. The tough first half for the Issaquah offense as they could not rack up many yards. Cam Humphreys struggled through the air. One guy who did find a little success on the Issaquah offense was Mikey Giannopoulos. He had about 20 yards on the ground and 10 yards receiving. Joel Watanabe was shut out in the first half, the star wide receiver. He was targeted twice, but had no catches. Inglemoor kicks off here as it looks like Ray Little's on the return, past the 20, out past the 30, past the 35, and that's where Issaquah will start their first drive of the second half. Nice return by Littles there, about 25 yards on the return. Issaquah will have a 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. It's a nice first half for the Inglemoor offense, which has struggled this year. A.J. Peacock had about 50 yards, 2 passes in the first half for 38 yards, and that touchdown. Here's Humphrey looking left, just off the hands of number 6, Ashton Sorrento. Pass was a little behind Sorrento. Humphrey threw a nice ball there, just a little behind the receiver. We got 3 wide receivers to the left here for the Eagles offense, 1 to the right. Giannopoulos to Humphrey's left. Humphrey rolls out left, throws left, and Littles can't hold on to the ball there. Ray Littles would have had a first down if he caught that one, but wasn't able to hold on to it. We'll bring up about a 3rd and 10 at Issaquah's own 37-yard line. Littles was the backup running back for this offense last year. Spelled out great with Jack Gelatley. Finds himself as the backup again this year to Mikey Giannopoulos. Humphrey with 3 wide receivers to his left on 3rd down. Looks left, getting some pressure, but scrambles out right. Finds some running room all the way out past the 50-yard line for a first down. Great pocket presence there by Humphrey. Didn't see anything to his left, didn't force a pass. Got all the way out across the 50-yard line down to the Inglemoor 48 for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at Inglemoor's 48-yard line. Humphrey with 2 wide receivers to his left and right. Looks like number 33 on the carry, Bryce Hughes. It's a gain of about 5. That's a nice play on first down. 5 yards, sets up a 2nd and 5 at Inglemoor's 43-yard line. Same formation for Humphreys. Looks to his right, finds no one. Gardner in the backfield scrambles, looks like a block in the back. Humphrey just throws it away, but this play will be coming back as Gardner was blocked blatantly in the back right there by an Issaquah offensive lineman. They'll back up the Issaquah offense a little bit. We'll see what the official ruling is here by the refs, and it is a block in the back by Issaquah. Negates that 5 to 6 yard gain on first down by Hughes. Penalty was called at the 50. Ball will be backed up all the way to the Issaquah 40-yard line. A 10-yard penalty on the play. They'll bring up about a 2nd and 22 on the play. No backs in this set for Humphrey. 3 wide receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Humphrey, that quarterback draw, looked like he was wrapped up, escapes. Gets all the way out to his own 47-yard line. That's a nice gain on 2nd and 22. Brings up 3rd and 14 or so for this Eagles offense. It's a nice quarterback draw there by Humphrey, who's showing off his running ability here to start the second half. Has about 25 yards rushing on this drive alone. Here's the snap, looks out left, waits for his routes to progress. Oh! And off the hands of Ashton Sorrento. A beautiful pass from Cam Humphrey there on 3rd and 14. But Sorrento wasn't able to hold on to it. Looks like he jammed his fingers on the play, and that will bring on the Issaquah punting unit. As they face a 4th and 14. Isaiah Lewis back deep to receive for the Vikings. Tough break there for Humphrey. Threw a beautiful pass to Sorrento. Sorrento just wasn't able to hold on to the ball. Issaquah's offense looks a little better out here to start the second half than the first half, though. There's a low snap on the punt to Chase Hawkins, but he booms one. Down rolling inside the 5, all the way down to the 1-yard line. It's a great punt by Chase Hawkins there. And Issaquah pins Inglemoor deep in their own territory. Bring up a 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 1-yard line. With about 10 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in this third quarter. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV Channel 21. Welcome back to Issaquah High School here as Inglemoor starts on their own 1-yard line. After the great punt from Chase Hawkins, here's Peacock running out to his right. Finds some running room all the way out to the 17, 18-yard line, but there is a penalty flag in the end zone, and this looks like it could be holding on the Inglemoor offensive line in the end zone. Which would be a big penalty for the Vikings. Issaquah sideline signaling for a safety. And that's indeed what it will be. Issaquah gets some points on the board here to start the second half on a crucial mistake by the Inglemoor offensive line. They're called for holding in their own end zone, which results in a safety. Welcome back to Gary Moore Stadium here as The Issaquah Eagles get on the board to start the second half as Inglemoor holds in their own end zone, forces a safety. Here they punt the ball. Ashton Sorrento fumbles it, but recovers it again at the 50-yard line. That's where Cam Humphrey and the offense will start. 1st and 10 at the 50. Sorrento's had a bit of a tough night here. He's dropped a couple passes, ran the wrong route once, and fumbled that punt. Although he does have the lone field goal for this Issaquah offense. They'll look to rebound here in the second half. Ray Little's number 21 limping off the field. He's been a little hobbled here in the second half. In the latter parts of the first half, the backup running back for the Eagles. Humphrey starts here, 1st and 10, 3 wide receivers to his right, Hughes to his left, looks left. There's Watanabe's first catch of the night for about a 10-yard gain. It's Luke Watanabe leading Kingco in receptions this year with his first catch of the night for the Eagles offense. Humphrey will look to get him going a little more here in the second half, and it gives the Issaquah offense a first down out to the Inglemoor 40-yard line. Nice play to start this drive for the Eagles. Humphrey takes a snap, little quarterback draw again, finds some space around the right side, but is wrapped up and dropped by the Inglemoor defense for a gain of about 1 yard on the play. We'll bring up a 2nd and 9 at Inglemoor's 39-yard line with 9 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Humphrey with one back to his left, 2 wide receivers to his right and left, takes the snap, looks left, down the slot, caught by number 23, Connor Peterson, who already has an interception on defense on the night. Good pickup there for the Issaquah offense. Gain of about 17 on the play. Just looked like a nice little fly route down the seam for this Issaquah offense. Peterson able to hold on to the ball. And for a first down for his offense. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Issaquah offense here at Inglemoor 23. Here's Hughes, swing pass out to the right side, all the way down to the 20-yard line. Excuse me, that was Peterson again on the catch. It's his 2nd catch of the night. Good for a gain of about 3 out to the Inglemoor 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd and about 7 here for the Eagles offense. Humphrey with 3 wide receivers to his left, rolls out to his left, gets some pressure, hurdles a defender, holds onto the ball. Good job of holding onto the ball there by Humphrey, but still sacked for a loss of about 4 yards on the play, bringing up a 3rd and 12. Was pressured immediately on that one, as it looks like the Issaquah offensive line couldn't get any blocks there. Humphrey looking for a play from the sideline. We're under 8 minutes here in the third quarter. Issaquah attacking with the single back spread offense. I talked to Buddy Bland before the season, and he said this will be his formation of attack this year, as it feels like he'll spread the ball out well to this plethora of targets on the offensive side of the ball. There's Hughes with a gain of about 7 on the play. Not enough for a first down. Brings up a 4th down. Looks like the field goal unit is on for this Issaquah offense. Number 8 on the kick, Mikey Collian. So that was my bad earlier. Ashton Sorrento was not the kicker. Did not kick that first field goal. It was Callan, and he is on for his 2nd field of the game. It's plenty long enough. The kick is good. Issaquah takes a 1-point lead here in the third quarter as they go up 8-7 on the Inglemoor Vikings with 6 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Issaquah leads Inglemoor 8-7. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV Channel 21. Mikey Callan there connected on the 26-yard field goal, adding on to his 35-yarder earlier in the game. Issaquah's scoring has come from 2 Callan field goals as well as a safety as a result from Inglemoor holding in their own end zone. Here's Callan kicking off. Has a strong leg. Wow. Into the end zone for a touchback. That's the 3rd touchback of the night that Callan has kicked into the end zone. He's got a strong leg there. Looks like he could kick some 45, 50-yarders even. Inglemoor's offense, led by A.J. Peacock, will start at their own 20-yard line. They've only gotten the ball once in this second half, down at the 1-yard line, and then their first play of that drive resulted in a safety. So let's see what Peacock can do here with back to his right and left. Hands off to Woodley. The sophomore finds some space out to the left side. A gain of about 7 on the play, brings up about a 2nd and 3. Isaiah Lewis started out the game as a primary running back. Looks like Woodley's taken over here. Lewis has about 40 yards on the ground so far. Woodley approaching 30 yards on the ground for the night. A low snap again. Peacock recovers. Trying to juke a defender but can't. He gets sacked all the way back at the 12, 13-yard line. Number 56 on the play. Oliver Lekresner, a senior D lineman, stayed with it, didn't let Peacock juke him, sacked Peacock down at the 13-yard line, brings up about a 3rd and 16 on the field. Peacock comes out here with 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left, and back to his left as well. Takes the snap, another low snap. Oh, Keegan O'Keefe almost picks off a pass intended for number 5, Tom Savage. Pass broken up on the play. Brings up a 4th and 16 for this Inglemoor offense. Looks like they will punt it away. Gunnar Allmeyer back there to kick it off with Keegan O'Keefe on the return. Looks like Issaquah will play it safe here. No Jeep guy returning. Allmeyer punts it all the way down the 50. The ball gets a Inglemoor Vikings bounce. And the Issaquah Eagles offense will start out at their own 42-yard line. Looks like there might have been a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play down at the 30-yard line. 5 minutes and 29 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the refs call on this one. Could bring back the kick like we saw earlier in the game. We'll wait for the referee's ruling of the play. Looks like it's a personal foul on Issaquah. That'll back them up about 15 yards. They got some nice starting field position on their own 42. So back them up all the way to their own 27-yard line though. Ref now changing his ruling. Personal foul on Inglemoor. So that will play out in the Eagles' advantage. It's like a 15-yard penalty on the play. So that'll get the Issaquah offense into the Vikings territory. Ref coming back once again. And now changes his ruling for the 2nd time. And calls a personal foul on Issaquah, which backs him up to the their own 28-yard line. Ref's a little confused on that one, but ultimately it results in Issaquah's disadvantage as they'll start their drive at their own 28-yard line, a 1st and 10. Humphrey has Hughes to his right. Haven't seen Giannopoulos out here in the second half. Just sitting on the sideline with his helmet off. Hughes in there to Humphrey's right with 2 wide receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Humphrey looks right, finds no space, scrambles out to the left side, gets some good running room on the play. All the way out past the 40-yard line, down to the 42. A gain of 14 on the play by Humphrey, showing off his legs here in the second half. Good enough for a Issaquah 1st down. Humphrey has about 39 rushing yards here in the second half. Hands off to Hughes here, finds some space around the left side. Runs over a defender. Gets all the way down into Vikings territory to the Vikings 45-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. Wow, Hughes just ran over a Vikings defender there. Bowls his way into Vikings territory. We'll see what the flag is here. A call on the play is another personal foul. Hit to the head on Inglemoor. That'll tack on 15 yards to the end of the run. Gives Issaquah the ball deep in Inglemoor territory. Bad mistake there by the Vikings. Gives Issaquah the ball all the way down to the Vikings 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there for the Eagles offense. What a run by Hughes, though, on that one. Puts his head down, toughs it out, gets all the way out past 45 and gets 15 extra yards on the play because of the helmet-to-helmet contact. Here's Humphrey dropping back to pass, looking left. Throws it up deep left to the end zone. Overshoots an open receiver, number 13, Joe Nelson. Nelson was open there, but Humphrey just couldn't put the touch on the ball to find his sophomore wideout. Would have been a 32-yard touchdown on that one. But instead, Humphrey has 2nd and 10 on the Inglemoor 32-yard line. Looks to the sideline for a change in the play call. Humphrey with 3 wides outs to his right, rolls right, looks deep, and picked off. Inglemoor defender picks it off on the play, brings it back to the 50-yard line. That was number 21, Chandler Edlin there. Looks like he just dropped back in zone coverage there. Looked like it was just a simple out route for the Issaquah wide receiver, but Humphrey made a bad decision there. Throws the pick to Chandler Edlin, who returns it all the way out to the 50-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for A.J. Peacock in the Vikings offense. They'll start their drive at their own 49-yard line to be exact. That's Humphrey's 1st interception of the day. He turns it over when it looked like the Issaquah offense was driving. Here's Peacock, a pitch. No, number 6, Isaiah Lewis, who finds 2 yards of room on the play. Gets across midfield, though. Brings up about a 2nd and 8 for the Vikings offense. Tough break for Humphrey there, who looked like he was getting off to a good start in the second half. Finding success on the ground, but just couldn't find that same success through the air. Here's the strong package here for Inglemoor. Peacock rolls out right. Just throws it into the ground next to his receiver, number 28, Jake Watkins. Looks like he just wanted to get rid of that one. There's nothing going on that play. Bring up about a 3rd and 7 on the for the Vikings. Let's see if this Issaquah defense can get off the field on 3rd down. Didn't find much success with that in the first half. But looking to change that here in the 3rd quarter. Tom Savage comes out to the right for Inglemoor. Lone wide receiver to the right. We have the strong set in the backfield. Peacock pitches to Lewis, who finds the space around the right side. Gets a block from Savage, stays on his feet. And it looks like he's close to the 1st down marker, but he won't have enough as it brings up a 4th and short on the play. 4th and less than a yard. Looks like Inglemoor will go for it here behind their big offensive line. And tight end Jackson Gardner. Here comes A.J. Peacock with the play call. Let's see if they'll go to that 2 fullback, 1 running back set here. It looks like they will. Lewis in the backfield for the Vikings. Oh, and it looked like Inglemoor may have drawn Issaquah offsides once again on another 4th down. Indeed, Issaquah jumps offsides on 4th down for the 2nd time in this game, prolonging another Inglemoor drive. Another bad mistake by this Issaquah defensive line. We'll see what Peacock can do with this mistake and see if he can capitalize off it. Inglemoor comes out with a strong set again. Peacock pitches the ball to Lewis, who's immediately pressured in the backfield, escapes though, shows his speed for about a 6-yard gain all the way out to Issaquah's 32-yard line. Lewis is getting pressured back there early, but shows his spectacular speed and escapes the Issaquah defense for a rush of 6 yards. Issaquah has had a tough time of containing Lewis off the corners, but Inglemoor has shown a potent running attack with their sophomore big back, Jalen Woodley, who's in there now, and Isaiah Lewis, the speedster. It's a nice little combo for the Vikings. Here's Peacock handing off. Number 31, Braden Mills, who powers his way all the way down inside the Issaquah 25-yard line. There is a flag on the play, though. Personal foul against Issaquah. It's Issaquah's 2nd personal foul of the half already. It'll give Inglemoor the ball half the distance towards the goal. The ball will be spotted on the Issaquah 11-yard line. Nice little hesitation play there by the Inglemoor offense as they faked like they were pitching it out to the left to Woodley, but then snuck a handoff in there to number 28, Jake Watkins. Inglemoor in here with their power set. Look for Tom Savage on the right. Peacock looking for Savage, but throws it to 28, Jake Watkins. Bad pass, as Issaquah had great pressure on the quarterback, Peacock there. I'll bring up about a 2nd and 10 on Issaquah's 12-yard line. Woodley comes out of the game. Lewis replaces him. Peacock has Gardner out to his left and Savage to his right. Savage looks a little hobbled here in the 2nd half. Looks a little hobbled in the 2nd quarter as well, but here's a pitch to Lewis, who finds no room on the left side. Great pursuit by the Issaquah linebackers as they stop him for a loss of about 3 yards on the play, bringing up a 3rd and 12 for the Inglemoor offense. Great pursuit there by the front seven of the Issaquah defense. Containing Lewis around the edge, unlike their previous play tonight, as Lewis has gotten some nice yardage around the edge on those pitch plays. Here comes Peacock in the shotgun, rolls out right, looking for Savage. Pass is incomplete. Broken up by Keegan O'Keefe, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like it'll be pass interference on this one, but we'll wait for the ref's ruling on the field. Looked like a pretty clean cover there by O'Keefe. Ball hit the receiver in the chest, and then O'Keefe came and hit him. I didn't see any pass interference there, but the refs might have different thoughts. They don't, though, as the flag is waved off. Brings up a 4th down for the Issaquah offense, 4th and about 12, as Issaquah brings on their special teams unit, as does Inglemoor, to kick this field goal. Looks like it'll be about a 30-yard field goal or so for the Vikings. Number 85 on the kick for Inglemoor. Jacob Carlson, a sophomore, lefty kicker. Here's the snap. Hold is good. Kick is plenty long enough. The kick is good. Jacob Carlson pounds in a 35-yard field goal for the Vikings offense and gives Inglemoor the lead 10-8 with 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV, channel 21. Welcome back to Gary Moore Stadium, as Inglemoor just finished up a scoring drive as they pounded through a 35-yard field goal to take a 10-8 lead. Here's Carlson on the kickoff deep. Looks like Ray Little's on the return. Out across his 25. Finds some space, spins out of a tackle. Down past the 40, past the 50, all the way into Inglemoor territory. Great return there by Ray Littles as he comes up hobbling again, but gets the ball all the way into Inglemoor territory. As Issaquah starts the 1st and 10 at Inglemoor's 36-yard line. It's truly been a back and forth game here, as every punch Inglemoor's thrown, Issaquah's had a response. And for every punch Issaquah's thrown, Inglemoor's had a response, resulting in a 10-8 game here as the third quarter winds down. Just a minute and 13 seconds remaining. Here's Humphrey leading the Issaquah offense. Hands off to Giannopoulos, who finds space around the left side, bangs into a defender for about a 6-yard gain on the play, all the way down to Inglemoor's 41-yard line. It's Giannopoulos' first carry of the second half. He's got about 30 rushing yards on the night so far. 10 receiving yards to add on to his 30 rushing yards. Here's Humphrey, hands off to Giannopoulos again, is looking for space. Nice strong run there. Past the Inglemoor 40-yard line down to the Inglemoor 38. Brings up a 3rd and short for this Issaquah offense. It'll be 3rd down and 3 to be exact. Hughes now in there at running back alongside Humphrey. Humphrey gets the call in. 2 wideouts to his right and 1 to his left. takes the snap, hands off to Hughes, who finds space enough for a first down. Still driving out to the Inglemoor 34-yard line. Nice run there by Hughes. We've seen some great running back tandems tonight. For Issaquah, Giannopoulos and Hughes leading the way. And for Inglemoor, Woodley and Lewis. Nice game on the ground for both teams. Here's Humphrey handing off to Giannopoulos, who powers his way ahead down to the 31-yard line. And that will be the last play of the third quarter. Heading into the fourth, Issaquah down to Inglemoor by 2 points, trailing 10-8. Where Issaquah has about a 2nd and 7 on Inglemoor's 31-yard line. Humphrey takes the snap and hands off to Giannopoulos. Finds no room on the play. Gain of 1, if that. Brings up about a 3rd and a long 5. Inglemoor's defensive line has done a great job of clogging up his holes. Humphrey takes the snap, rolling right. Gardner applying some pressure. Inglemoor defender slips. Humphrey gets out and past the 20 to the 15, all the way down to the Inglemoor 11-yard line. Humphrey with the great scramble on the play. 19 yards to be exact. Humphrey with 58 yards rushing already in this second half. Showing he's a threat on the ground too. Takes the snap. Hands off to his running back, who gets about a 2-yard gain on the play. Giannopoulos on that carry. Brings up about a 2nd and 8. Humphrey takes the snap, looks right. Doesn't find anyone, but is tripped down as he slips. For a loss of about 6 on the play. Back to the Inglemoor 15. Kind of looked like an awkward play there where an Inglemoor defender kicked out his leg, threw Humphrey off, and he slipped down for a loss of 6. Brings up a 3rd and 14. Humphrey looking to the sideline to his offensive coordinator, Brian Hartline, for the play call. The Eagles can't decide on a play, though, as they take a timeout. With 10 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the game, Inglemoor leads this one 10-8. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV, Channel 21. On Inglemoor's 15-yard line, Humphrey back there with 2 wideouts to his left, looks to his right, scrambling, still looking downfield, throws it up the end zone over at Luke Watanabe's head. Incomplete pass brings up a 4th and 14. Issaquah coming out for the field goal and a chance to take the lead here with 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Mikey Callan on for the kick. Humphrey with the hold. It'll be about a 32-yarder. Callan's already hit a 35-yarder tonight. Snap is good, hold is good. The kick is tipped. And the kick is not good. Good pressure there by the Inglemoor defensive line. Looks like number 55, Max Larson, got a hand on that ball as the field goal falls short and wide left for the Eagles special teams unit. And Inglemoor will take over at their own 20-yard line as A.J. Peacock will have a 1st and 10. Tough break there for the Eagles special teams field goal unit. They've converted all their field goals tonight, and that one gets tipped. Callan has plenty of leg to make that one, but blocking just didn't hold up. Still plenty of time remaining though. It's 10 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's Woodley with the carry off the right side, finds a hole all the way across the 30-yard line, down to his own 34. Nice 14-yard rush on the play by Woodley there. Jalen Woodley, only a sophomore, 6'3", 190 pounds. Makes a good tandem with Isaiah Lewis, the speedster. Peacock comes out with two wideouts to his left and Woodley to his right. Hands off to Woodley, finds a little space. Gains 2 yards on first down. Brings up about a 2nd and 8 on Inglemoor's own 36-yard line. Clock inside, 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Tom Savage hasn't made a huge impact in the second half so far. A wide out at the bottom of your screen. Looks a little hobbled. Had a touchdown catch in the first half, and then right when I say that, he catches a wide receiver screen, but that goes nowhere. He loses about 5 yards on the play, but there is a flag. Looks like it could be a face mask penalty on the Issaquah defense. Number 56, Oliver LeCresner, who already has a sack in the game, comes hobbling off for this Issaquah defense. And the call is a face mask on the Issaquah defense. It's a personal foul and moves the Inglemoor offense ahead 15 yards, as well as giving them an automatic first down. Tough break there for the Issaquah defense, rather. Inglemoor gets the ball at their own 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for A.J. Peacock and company to work right there. Been some tough penalties committed by this Issaquah defense tonight. 2 on 4th down, and that one right there. Play was done for as Tom Savage caught a screen for less than 5 yards, for a loss of 5 yards. The penalty prolongs it. Welcome back to Gary Moore Stadium as Inglemoor faces a 2nd and about 7 in their own territory. Peacock hands off to Woodley, finds no space on the play. Swallowed up by the Issaquah front 7 there. Loses about a yard on the play, forcing a 3rd and 8. Again, comes down to Issaquah, this Issaquah defense getting off the field on 3rd and 8, 3rd and long. Peacock comes out with Gardner all alone on the right side of the field. Woodley flanking him in the back. Peacock just throws it up for Savage, but the ball is thrown too far as he outshoots Savage running down the left-hand side of the field. It brings up a 4th and 8 for this Inglemoor offense. It looks like they will send the punting unit onto the field. Good stop there by the Issaquah defense as the secondary held up. Pass didn't look catchable. Nonetheless, didn't leave an open receiver down the left-hand side. 7 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Issaquah will have plenty of time to drive down the field and take the lead. A low snap, spiraling kick. Keegan O'Keefe fair catches at his own 22-yard line. And that's exactly where the Issaquah offense will take over. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV, channel 21. Welcome back to Issaquah High School as Cam Humphrey leads the Eagles offense onto the field. Down 2 here with 7 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. Hands off to Hughes. Finds some space out in the middle for a gain of about 5 on the play. Brings up about 2nd and 5. No huddle offense here for Issaquah. Humphrey looking for the play from the sideline. Watanabe out to Humphrey's right. Jake Collins goes in motion to the left. Humphrey has 3 wide out to his left, 1 to his right. Leading receiver Watanabe all alone. Collins comes in motion to the right, hands off to Hughes. Finds some more good room, keeps pounding and driving. Squirts out the back end of the pile for a first down. Great rush there by Bryce Hughes. Giannopoulos comes in and replaces him, but Hughes had a nice couple of carries there. We're in under 7 minutes here remaining in the 4th quarter. Humphrey with 2 wideouts to his right. Collins comes in motion. Keeps the ball. Gets out to about the 40-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. Clock stops at 6 minutes and 29 seconds. Looks like it could be a hold, and this one might be coming back on the Issaquah offense. Indeed, it is a hold. Flag thrown at the 33. So it'll move Issaquah back 10 yards, and they'll have a 1st and 20 at their own 23. Humphrey looking for the play call from his sideline. Coach is up near me calling the plays from the booth, relaying it down to the field. Humphrey gets the play call in. Lets his offensive line know the coach's decision. Collins comes in motion to the left. Hands off to Giannopoulos, who gets around the left side for a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play, bringing up about a 2nd and 17 for this Eagles offense on their own 25-yard line. Giannopoulos comes off the field with a couple other teammates. Bryce Hughes in there now at the running back position. Watanabe's at the bottom of your screen. Here's Humphrey, little screen pass to Hughes. Finds a little space. And a nice play call from this Issaquah coaching staff. Sets up a manageable 3rd and 10 for the Issaquah offense. The screen passes have been working out pretty well for this Issaquah offense tonight, as well as for the Vikings offense. But Humphrey has a 3rd and 10 here. Looks to his left, gets some pressure up the middle, scrambles, and he's sacked from behind. Number 51, Tyron Holt, the senior D lineman on the sack. Came from behind Humphrey, and Issaquah will send their punting unit onto the field. Chase Hawkins back there to punt. Number 5, Tom Savage, back to receive for the Vikings. It was a loss of 2 on the sack. Nate Bagley late getting in there for the Issaquah special teams unit. Savage standing out about his own 30. Hawkins is ready for the snap. End over end kick. Bounces at 39. Savage gets out of the way, but then returns it, comes out the left side. Takes it all the way out to his own 29-yard line. That's where the Vikings offense will start. Inglemoor leads 10-8 here with 3 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in the game. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV, channel 21. We're back here at Issaquah High School as A.J. Peacock leads the Inglemoor offense out on the field. Hands off to Isaiah Lewis, who finds some running room across the left-hand side. Gets out to his own 35-yard line. Brings up about a 2nd and 4 for this Vikings offense, who currently lead 10-8. Three minutes and 30 seconds remain in this one as Inglemoor's offense comes out in the power set. A short handoff to the fullback, who gains about 1 on the play. They're stopped by Issaquah's front 7. Looks like it was number 28, Jake Watkins, on the carry there for the Vikings. Brings up a 3rd and short for this Vikings offense. Under 3 minutes to play, and this is a huge play for this Issaquah defense. They need a big stop here. Ashton Sorrento came off the right side, missed the sack, but his teammates bail him out and sack A.J. Peacock at his own 30-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th and long for this Vikings offense. Big stop for this Issaquah defense. Timeout Issaquah. You see Zach Tuiasosopo out there on the field. Tuiasosopo is Marcus Tuiasosopo's little brother. Marcus is currently the tight ends coach at the University of Southern California. His first year there after coming over from the University of Washington, where he played and where he was a quarterbacks coach for Steve Sarkisian and crew. Zach Tuiasosopo played for the University of Washington, was a fullback in 2004, was ranked the #1 fullback in the nation by Sporting News magazine back in 2004. Zach currently has a nephew on the team, Tyrus Tuiasosopo, number 5, who's out tonight, but has made a big impact this year so far. He's a big guy out there, stands out 6'2", 170 pounds. So football definitely runs in Tuiasosopo blood. Here's Allmeyer back to punt for the Vikings. Takes the snap, punts it, spiraling kick to Keegan O'Keefe, who calls for a fair catch at his own 39-yard line. 2 minutes and 31 seconds remain in this one, with the Vikings up by 2 on the Eagles, 10-8. Buddy Bland rallying his troops along with Brian Hartline, looking to see if they can come up with a crucial scoring drive here to win this one. They'll get fairly good field position to start this drive, as they'll start it at their own 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 right there for Cam Humphrey in the Issaquah offense. Offense comes out with 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Hughes in the backfield with Humphrey, who looks to his right. A little post pattern by Luke Watanabe, who's across the 50-yard line. The Eagles' leading receiver on the season. Good play to start this drive, with the gain of about 13 on the play. Issaquah hurries to the line. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the game. Humphrey takes the snap, looks to his right, steps up in the pocket, starts to scramble, throws down the field, but is dropped by Luke Watanabe. Looked like a catchable ball. There's a flag on the play, and it's going to be holding against Issaquah. Another penalty, bringing back this Issaquah offense. Tough break, as it'll bring up a 1st and about 20 for this offense. We'll see where the refs officially spot this ball. Looks like the flag was thrown on the 50-yard line. That indeed brings the ball back to the 40. So it'll be about 1st and 23 for this Issaquah offense. Wipes out Watanabe's big gain on 1st down. Humphrey is Watanabe to his right. looking that way. He's coming across the middle, finds him. Watanabe with the great catch. Gains all those yards right back. It'll be second and about 9 in Inglemoor territory. Clock is under 2 minutes here. Second and 9 for this Eagles offense at Inglemoor's 47-yard line. Clock at 1:45 now. Humphrey drops back, steps up, getting some pressure from behind, escapes his ball. Ball is fumbled, picked up by Inglemoor. Ball is fumbled again, and Issaquah gets it back. And Hughes brings the ball back out to the 49-yard line. What a sequence of events there. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Fumbled by Humphrey. Picked up by an Inglemoor defender, brought back to the 30-yard line. Then Hughes goes back, forces a fumble, picks it up, and brings it out to his own 49-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for this Issaquah offense. Clock at 1 minute and 22 seconds. Humphrey with 2 wideouts to his right. Looks to his left. Overshoots a receiver, number 13, Joe Nelson. It'll bring up a second and 10 with 1 minute and 19 seconds remaining in the game. Issaquah offense down by 2 here. Just outside Inglemoor territory. Humphrey gets the play call in. Takes the snap, looks right. Out pattern by Ashton Sorrento. Looked like the defender might have got there a little early. Number 21, Chandler Edlin on the defense right there. Bring up a crucial 3rd and 10 for this Issaquah offense at their own 49. The 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining in the game. Inglemoor student section getting loud. A DJ Battley calls a timeout. With 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining here in the game, Inglemoor leads 10-8. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV channel 21. Welcome back to Issaquah High School here as Issaquah faces a crucial 3rd and 10. Humphrey drops back, looks right, finds a wide open Luke Watanabe, who has the ball across the 30-yard line, down to the Inglemoor 27. Clock stops on the first down. Huge play there from Cam Humphrey to Luke Watanabe, the leading receiver on this Issaquah team. 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining. Will be first and 10 at the Inglemoor 28 for this Issaquah offense. Humphrey hands off to Hughes. Gets a gain of about 2 on the play. Clock running under 50 seconds. Ball spotted on about the 31-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8 for this Issaquah offense. Clock under 40 seconds now. Humphrey drops back. Looks to his left. Throws it up deep left. It's a wideout who pass goes just off his fingertips, which would have been the game-winning touchdown. Close play there as it goes off Ashton Sorrento's, Joe Nelson's fingertips. 28 seconds remaining here, 3rd and about 7 for this Issaquah offense. Down 2 here. Ball spotted at the Inglemoor 26. Humphrey has Hughes to his left, 3 wideouts to his right. Looks to his right, steps up in the pocket. Finds Luke Watanabe again all the way down to the 13-yard line. Clock stopped with the first down at 21 seconds. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Issaquah offense inside the 15-yard line. Another huge play by Cam Humphrey there. Steps up in the pocket, finds his favorite receiver, Luke Watanabe. Takes the snap, and he's just going to spike it here, save the timeout. Clock stops at 17 seconds remaining in the game. Issaquah has a 2nd and 10 at Inglemoor's 14-yard line. Down 2 here. Crucial moment in the game. Looks like they're going to go for the touchdown. Maybe get to the middle of the field for a field goal. Make it an easier kick for Callan. Humphrey hands off to Hughes. No gain on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 10. Buddy Bland calls the timeout though. Clock stops at 9 seconds. 2 huge catches by Luke Watanabe on that drive. Make it 3 actually. His first one on 1st down to start the drive across the middle. That was nullified though because of a penalty. But then made another huge catch on the ensuing 1st down for about 15 yards. And has made 2 clutch catches down in Inglemoor's territory. As the ball is now down at the Inglemoor 14-yard line thanks to Watanabe's help. 9 seconds remaining here. Buddy Bland gathering his troops. It'll be a 3rd and 10 when they come back out on the field. If I were Issaquah here, I'd probably get it to the middle of the field. Down it there, call a timeout, kick the game-winning field goal. Though one of their kicks has been blocked tonight. Tough decision here for Buddy Bland and his coaching staff. Three wideouts to Humphrey's left, one to his right, one to his left, Hughes to his left. Humphrey looking deep to the end zone, overshoots his intended wide receiver. We'll bring up a 4th and 10 with 5 seconds remaining in the game. It all comes down to this. Comes down to the leg of Mikey Callan. Been a hard-fought game here at Gary Moore Stadium so far. All comes down to this last kick by Mikey Callan. Callan will be kicking from the left hash. It'll be about a 31-yard field goal. He's already made a 35-yarder tonight. Has shown plenty of leg. 3 seconds remaining in the game. It will be the last play of the game. Cam Humphrey on the snap. DJ Badley looking to ice the kicker here as he calls a timeout. Inglemoor leads this one 10-8 with 3 seconds remaining. You're watching Issaquah High School football on ICTV channel 21. Number 8, Mikey Callan, a senior kicker, 6 foot, 170 pounds, looking to win it here for the Issaquah Eagles. It'll be about a 31-yard kick for Callan. Humphrey on to hold, 3 seconds remaining. Here's the snap, good snap, a kick. Kick looks up, and the kick is good! Issaquah wins this one in the last 3 seconds of the game as Mikey Callan drills a 31-yard field goal to win it for the Issaquah Eagles. The Eagles capture their first win on the year, their first conference win on the year, and move to 1-2 on the season. Heartbreaking loss for the Inglemoor Vikings as they drop to 0-3 on the year and 0-2 in conference play. Issaquah's whole team storms the field, happy as can be as they pull off this close one in the final seconds on the leg of number 8, the senior, Mikey Callan. What a game here at Gary Moore Stadium. It's been a pleasure announcing this one. For ICTV, I'm Marshall Charrington signing off. You've watched Issaquah High School football on ICTV, Channel 21.